Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? I go by RB, and this is Philly Take with RB. If you guys are enjoying the content of this channel, be sure to smash that like button for me, hit that subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you can be instantly notified whenever I upload or go live. And today we are back talking about the Eagles and camps days 6 and 7. Isn't it crazy that we have an Eagles opening day game in 20 days? I mean, it's absolutely insane. I cannot wait. Lots to talk about today from both days of camp, yesterday and today. I cannot wait to get into it. But first and foremost, as of literally just a few minutes ago, I got an alert saying that the Eagles are re-signing cornerback Trevor Williams. Earlier this offseason, he was signed by the Eagles to a reserves futures contract. We know he's kind of been plagued by injuries, and we thought it would be nice to go ahead and give him a chance. But then about, I think it was 3 weeks to a month ago, I remember I made the video on it, he went and got cut, and we thought, you know, maybe he just was not healthy enough, was not in shape. But now we bring him back, which kind of signals to me, I don't believe he's going for the actual starting spot, but I do think a guy like a Sidney Jones or a Rasul Douglas, this could be signaling that their time is up. It'll be nice to have him back as another camp body, another guy fighting for competition. But you guys let me know your instant thoughts and reactions. But like we always do, man, in terms of these camp videos, we will start out with the injury report. This comes as of yesterday. The Eagles had another bunch of guys on the injury report. As in addition to everyone that was already mentioned, you got Rob Davis, Corey Clement, Vinny Curry, Hightower, Lane Johnson, Josh Perkins, Ridgeway, Anthony Rush, a bunch of guys on this list. Now, a lot of these guys are quoted by the word illness. Now, if you didn't hear, there's a big story. You can go read about it. Over the weekend, there were a lot of false positive tests in terms of the virus in the NJ lab. So this could potentially correlate to that. I'm not exactly sure. But 4 of the guys that had missed practice with an illness had returned the following day, yesterday. So I think the Eagles should be okay. There were a couple injuries in addition to these that were sustained, which we will talk about, like an Andre Dillard, like a Jannard Avery. And the Eagles, the injury bug is just kind of nagging right now. I think it's hard to get these guys in a position given the whole situation. Maybe they don't, or they haven't had enough strength and conditioning, but we will definitely see, and we will talk about it. I forgot to mention the Eagles did not practice on Saturday. After the first week of camp, they got a day off, and they were back yesterday on Sunday. No pads or anything, just the helmets, kind of practice, and they got some good work in, though. They got some good work in. Carson Wentz had a decent day. We'll start with Carson Wentz. He had a decent day. He hit Deshaun Jackson on a nice touchdown pass. The 2 of those are establishing some chemistry. Our running back trio, or even our 4 running backs that I think we are expecting to keep, are putting in some work. A guy like an Elijah Holyfield continues to impress in camp, and it seems like he's going to end up fulfilling that role of the bruiser back. Corey Clement looks like he is healthy and very shifty once again, like he was years ago. Boston Scott returned to practice, and he's showing up big time as well. So I think the Eagles running backs are going to be pretty special. Joshua Perkins, in terms of our tight end group, sustained an upper body injury, and they say he's out indefinitely. Now, I don't exactly know what that means or what the injury is. One cause of concern for me is the Eagles offensive line. As I mentioned, Andre Dillard sustained an upper body injury. He's been here and there. There's been signs of promise, but overall he needs to develop into that first round pick that we are expecting to be our future left tackle. Andre Dillard needs to step up, and now he's injured. I don't think it'll be too serious, but overall, Andre Dillard, Lane Johnson's day-to-day, overall, the reliability of this Eagles offensive line is going to be key, and Wentz was sustaining a lot of pressure yesterday. He was making some errant throws probably because of that, but the Eagles offensive line must stay healthy and protect him. We're really looking forward to see if Andre Dillard can step up this season. Yesterday was more about the defense once again. The defensive line headed by Fletcher Cox. Malik Jackson is a name that continues to pop up, continues to find his way to the quarterback, bring a lot of pressure, and he is really just an amazing depth piece to this line. A lot of people don't realize how key his injury was last year in week 1, and I'm excited to see what his role is and what he's going to be able to do. He's been moving all around the line. Our DBs, another great day. Robey-Coleman, a slot cornerback who's probably going to end up starting for us. I thought he was an underrated pickup. At the time, I didn't think it was the best move. I didn't think he was anything too crazy, but from what I'm seeing, given his age, given what we got him for, Robey-Coleman is stepping up big time on the one-on-one drills, showing a lot of good coverage skills and techniques against a guy like D-Jax, bringing a lot of aggression to his game and to the Eagles defense. It's really going well. If we could kind of replicate what we did in 2017 in terms of having a guy like a Patrick Robinson, who I thought was an amazing slot corner, if Nickel could kind of step up and fill that role, I'd be very, very happy. So he's putting in work, man. Robey-Coleman is opening eyes around camp. On the outside, Darius Slay finally had a nice interception on Carson Wentz, who tried to loft it to Zach Ertz. Darius Slay went and picked it off. It was an overthrow. Slay got it and ran it all the way back. I know he's been burnt a few times, but every corner gets burnt a few times. I think Slay is showing a lot of that top-notch confidence, and I think Slay is ready to go, and he's ready to man this unit. I'm very, very excited. Jalen Hurts is not getting those enough, or he's not getting the split second team reps anymore with Nate Sudfeld, and both of them are looking pretty decent as backups in practice, so we will continue to monitor that situation. JJ Arcega-Whiteside with another nice contested catch. I think this is like the third or fourth day in a row. He went up against Avonte Maddox, was able to create separation and get up for a big time catch. I'm loving just everything that I'm hearing from J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. I think he's ready to step up this season with his whole mentality, his mindset, and his play. All of those combined into one. And then starting week 2 of camp, another productive day for the Eagles in camp. Day 7, Hassan Ridgeway, Vinny Curry, and Corey Clement all returned to the field after having that illness. John Hightower and Anthony Rush are still out. Dallas Goedert, I forgot to mention, also had a hairline fracture in his thumb. He returned, and he has been on the field the last 2 days. Overall, it was another decent day, I would say, for Carson Wentz. A couple bad throws here and there, but overall, Wentz is finding his groove. He had a nice pass to Greg Ward. Greg Ward is another guy who's been talked about a lot. He's really stepping up and making his name settled for that top-notch slot wide receiver guy. I mean, he's going to be our slot guy. He's going to start in the slot, and apparently he's become one of Carson Wentz's favorite targets, to be honest. Wentz has done a lot better job, though, avoiding sacks, seeing the field. He just needs to get his timing down with these guys, and I'm very confident. Jalen Rhaegar, another receiver who just continues to climb up. Just the news buzz and everything. Like, everybody is talking about Jalen Rhaegar, just his athleticism, what he has brought to this Eagles team in terms of speed and explosiveness and all that in the third, man. Jalen Rhaegar really is starting to look like that dude, and I'm glad him and Carson Wentz are getting down that chemistry. Now, like I said, there were some bad throws today. Like I said, Jalen Mills made a nice catch for an interception. Nate Sudfeld came in, and the Eagles defense, again, had another strong day. Even the linebackers today, who we haven't heard much about in a few days. Guys like Duke Riley had an interception off Sudfeld. Guys like TJ Edwards had an interception off of a Nate Sudfeld. And our linebackers are going to have to step up and play above their talent level. And just as long as they can be decent or adequate, I think the rest of our defense will be able to pick them up. As long as they're making tackles in open field and covering the short yardage throws, I think our linebackers will be okay. They just need to seize the opportunity. Like I said, Jannard Avery went down with an injury which has not been disclosed yet, but he went back with the trainers to the locker room. So Jannard Avery is he's a guy who I'm expecting to get some snaps this year as a nice depth piece on the second unit. Overall, though, this defense, Darius Slay once again had another nice day. Avonte Maddox had a couple here and there, but with Trevor Williams coming in now and Sidney Jones did not practice today, we can see that the Eagles, I'm telling you, I just think the door is closed on Sidney Jones and probably Rasul Douglas as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Boston Scott getting a lot of nice reps today. Andre Dillard was out once again, like I said, so I'm hoping he's able to nurse whatever it is and come back. Jalen Rhaegar went up against Big Play Slay today and beat him for a touchdown. The D-line, once again, all the depth pieces are just having a great day. Fletcher Cox continues to lead that unit, and Malik Jackson again. So I'm really excited overall to see what this Eagles team does here in week 2 of camp. You're starting to weed out all the guys, all the little guys who might have got a chance in week 1 but are, you know what I mean, we're starting to get our core down in every single position in all the battles, and I think the Eagles are looking good heading forward. The Eagles also missed Lane Johnson today on the opposite side, so no, neither of the starting tackles today, but still we are finding ways to incorporate our running backs, and I'm really liking what I'm hearing and seeing out of the Eagles offense so far. I think these running backs are very much engaged in a lot of different kinds of ways, and I even think the Eagles are probably going to keep 4 running backs. Even Adrian Killins could end up on there on special teams at the minimum. So I just really think there's a lot of talent and depth on this team, but like we've been saying, the Eagles must stay healthy in order for this to be a successful season. We've seen it over the last couple of years. Injuries can derail your entire team. Even with the Eagles, the next man up mentality, we can get to the moment, but our stars, our big time playmakers must stay on the field, and I'm excited. I think this was a nice day for the Eagles to kick off week 2 of camp. Who is a player that you are still looking for to step up? What do you make of the Trevor Williams signing? Give me all your thoughts in the comment section. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Perfect.